Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
For tracks, obviously. On the lot.
He became Steelwrist.
Welcome to another live podcast with Earthworks Hub. I'm your host, Ivan Orlovic. It's Sunday, the 17th of August, 2025. Man, you're going live with Ive, and we've got heaps on tonight. Now that I've finally connected my actual microphone, you can all hear me properly. This is really good. That means it's working. You heard the music. Everything is fine. I'll tell you what, touch wood. I'm going to tap on this desk here, or tap on my head actually. Touch wood. This has been working the last few weeks. We haven't had any issues with the microphone and that, so I'm wrapped. I thought tonight might be an issue, but it actually wasn't. It was me. Beginner's mistake. Digging the dig. Yes, that's right, man. Let me go back and do a couple of shout outs to people that have joined. So we have ADM Civil and Landscapes, Leading Landscapes, and Guanabak Creek Highlands. Is that right? Bailey Pasta, JC Excavations, Plastube, Box 4 Products, Lukey Walmsley, Loud Heavy Hydraulic Hoses, BMG Earth Moving, Stig on the Dig, Mitchell Morgan. Who else is on here? Hogan's Excavations, Aidenado Excavations, Protect Plumbing, Prenda's Civil, Hogan's. How you going, man? Hogan's, All Dig Excavating, Hunter Wielden. Who else is on here? Plastube, I've already said. I don't know, man. There's so many. BMG, Earth Moving, Sydney Rock Walls, NJ Civil, Leading Landscapes is saying, got it now. Beautiful. Good. View completes on. How you going? TNS. Excellent. Erhan, Bassaran, Willis. All right. I think I've got everyone. McCaysford. Anyway, MW Civil. Oh, I won't be able to read everyone. There's too many. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you very much for joining. Lots going on tonight. Like I always say, these are recorded, so if you do need to go a bit earlier, or if you can't listen to the whole thing for some reason, or something happens, you can always listen back to it. Patreon will get to see it early on this week, and then not long after that, it'll go up on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. So you can see all my other episodes on those platforms as well. Now, you know what? I want to say a big shout out to everyone in Queensland for this earthquake that happened. Who here actually felt that earthquake? On Saturday morning, there was a 5.6. I've heard different reports, but I heard it was like a 5.6 magnitude earthquake in southeast Queensland. Who felt it? I feel sorry for you guys, man. All this rain, cyclone, earthquake. What is going on up there? Are they doing this on purpose so the Victorians don't come up there? I don't know. Something's going on. But yeah, big shout out to everyone. Hopefully nothing got damaged. Hopefully no one got injured. But I heard it was a big earthquake up there. So if anyone can shed some light on that, let me know. Some guy, Sydney Rockwell, saying he didn't feel a thing. Connor Rapley saying loud and heavy. Wow, there you go. So some people that did actually see it and feel it. I think it was up near Gympie and that mainly, wasn't it? Stig and the Dig saying they just overloaded a charge in the quarry up that way. Yeah, probably, man. It's probably. And Drew Excavations is on, and he's saying that he's pumped for AgQuip. Yes, AgQuip is on this week. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to make it there. But Drew Excavations will be walking around. Young Drew will be walking around in his Cash Jobs Only t-shirt. Earthworks Hub special. And he'll be talking to everyone there. So go and say hello to the young fella. Don't be shy, man. He'll be there. M. Attard's joined. Division Earth Moving. Ted Woods, how you going? Who else? Kai, who is it? Cracker Earthworks, beautiful, good to see you on here. Connor Rapley, Ivan Brown, what a legend, that name is the best. Coops is back as well, and Mr. Healy, hello. Alright, so I won't keep doing shout outs because we'll be here all night, but tonight I'm going to be talking a little bit about quoting and how we learn to quote, plus a whole lot more. So that was one of the requests from people during the week. But that is one thing we're going to talk about, and there's a whole stack more. So you do want to hang around, heaps to talk about. A big shout out to our platinum sponsor, Melbourne Tractors / Brisvegas Machinery. They're the New Holland and Cabelco dealer, and a whole bunch of other things. A whole bunch of videos come out. I actually dropped a video this week of that New Holland C332 machine. That is in here, Melbourne, in Victoria. And he actually drags big chook sheds with that thing. So if you have a look at that video, you'll see the winch box that he's created for it. And then in the near future, I'm going to actually have video footage of him dragging it along and actually doing the actual chook shed pull. So that will be very, very interesting to see. A big announcement, since we're talking about sponsors, is Earth Moving Warehouse have also just become a platinum sponsor. So thank you very much to Earth Moving Warehouse. They've gone on to renew their sponsorship, but also upgrade it to platinum. So thank you very much. So they're joining now Melbourne Tractors, Brisvegas, to be our platinum sponsors. So thank you very much for that. Very, very good, guys. And also, another announcement, Digga and Godings have also renewed their sponsorships with Earthworks Hub. So a big shout out to those guys. Thank you very much for continuing your support. Also, don't forget, with all our sponsors, if you mention Earthworks Hub when you go in there, you will get looked after. And on top of that, if you use the code EWORKSHUB, you will get a discount. So if you go onto their online stores, or even if you walk in and just mention Eworks Hub, you'll automatically get a discount. So definitely use that for your advantage. I was just reading out loud heavy hydraulic hoses. That's a big one. Said, can I DM you about sponsorship? Definitely, man. Yeah, send me a sponsorship. Send me a message if you're interested in becoming a sponsor. Definitely, man. Definitely. Always looking for more sponsors. It all helps, man. Everything helps. Okay, some other people who've joined. Frumi's on. Jeffers, Stephen, how you going? And we've got Jono's Mobile Welding. Guys, these are all businesses that everyone on here needs. If you haven't listed your business on the Earthworks Hub website, make sure you go on there. I can see mobile welding guys, hydraulic hoses, all these excavation guys, civil companies. You need to go put yourselves on the Earthworks Hub website so everyone can find you and use your services. So go on there, have a look at it. There's a whole bunch of stuff there. Connor Rapley saying I'm the next LMCT Plus. Yeah. Oh no, Loud Heavy Hydraulics is the one. There you go. He's going to be the LMCT Plus. Well done, well done. All right, what have we got here? So that's where we're up to, yes. So thank you to all the other sponsors, which will all be listed in the description for this. Let's do an industry roundup. Let's go. Big Dog Oz, how you going, man? He's joined. A industry roundup. Let's look at some of the headlines for the industry. Here we go. I've got 3 tonight, so I'm not going to go crazy. I'll just do 3. In the northern rivers of New South Wales. So a pipeline of public and community homes is set to be delivered in Ballina, New South Wales. So the government announced that they're going to be providing the Ballina Shire Council with some money to restore some contaminated land for future housing developments. So when they say contaminated, what they used to do is to control cattle parasites. They used to use chemicals like arsenic and that, and that's left the soil contaminated. So now they've got a massive project to, I suppose, rehabilitate that soil, and they're going to start building houses on there. So there might be some work for anyone that's up in Ballina. That is, let me see when that's coming up. Hang on, I did see something here. That is going to happen over the next 2 years. So if you are in that region, look out for that work. Might be a little bit of work there for someone up there. So that's that one. The second news story is for Melbourne. So the final contracts have been signed for Melbourne's Eastern Freeway. So it'll be good to have that freeway finished. I use that freeway. And there's a lot of work going on. There seems to be the only place where there's a million excavators working and doesn't stop. So 2 consortiums have been awarded the contract for that final stage of Melbourne's Eastern Freeway. One consortium is the Momentum Consortium that comprises of John Holland, Seymour White, Jacobs, and Mott McDonald. So they're going to do part of it, and the Synergy Consortium, which is CPB, BMD, and Arup. So these guys are going to be doing a 45-kilometer stretch on the freeway, and this might be some more work for guys. So what does it say here? That's going to happen and complete. Oh, they're going to start that in 2026. So there might be some more work coming up there. So look, this is good. This is all signs of more work coming up for everyone. Just like the third story, which is a contract awarded to fix Adelaide's South Road dogleg. So this is for all the Adelaideans. Construction company BMD, which we all know of, has been awarded a contract to build a new link road in Adelaide, which will link Raglan Avenue, Edward Street, and South Road. So it's been notorious for accidents and stuff in there and bottlenecks. So this one here is an $850 million project and will be completed in 2026. So that means that there's going to be a fair bit of work there for people in South Australia. So 3 really, really good stories there, all producing work for us, which is what we all need, isn't it? In the meantime, Record Time has joined Adam Civil, Jared Feeney, Top Edge. How you going? Bare Earth, Final Trim. How you going? Thank you for joining. Now, speaking of listings, I just did say before, I've noticed heaps of companies on here that people would love to use your services. Go on and list your business on the Earthworks Hub site. And there's another advantage of doing that, which is you might be the listing of the week. This week's listing of the week is East Coast Mining Group in Strathfield, New South Wales. They're a plant hire, wet or dry company. They have dozers, graders, compactors, dump trucks, excavators, all with GPS and attachments, tipper hire, plant haulage, material sales. They do recycled road-based sandstone. They have crushing. They do crushing of concrete, asphalt, bricks, everything. So that is East Coast Mining Group in Strathfield, New South Wales. So thank you for listing your business on there. If anyone wants to get in touch with them, go to the Earthworks Hub website, look under businesses, and you will see them under there. So make sure you list your business on there, guys, so everyone can use your services, and you might have the opportunity of having your name read out on here. How cool is that? All right, so that was the listing of the week. Now, let's go through a couple of other things. So, I did also say earlier that I've released a video of Chris with his little winch box. Somebody said something before. Let me go back. I did see something there. Something about he needs more protection. Yeah, I suppose, man, if those cables snap, like he's got a massive shield in front of it. So go and have a look at that video, guys. He's got a massive shield in front of his winch box, which is attached to a track loader. And he's got a series of cables attached to a chook shed, and he drags that along. And he does say that's a 20-ton winch. So that cable, if that snaps, that's going to come flying back at him like a massive slingshot. So he does have a shield on there, but yeah, some of the guys are saying he probably should have more. Interesting. View Complete is saying, sing out if you ever need aerial, drone, or ground photography. Yes, that's right. He's in Melbourne, but we'll travel, and he's also listed under the drone section in our website. And Plastube is saying, we are supplying the current Eastern Freeway project. There you go, for the sound walls. There you go. TR Society's joined. Hey again, Jenna Troy is back. Jenna Troy, actually, I don't know if you can see that, guys, but Jenna Troy made these coasters for me and sent them through. How cool are these? I've showed it once before, but these coasters are made with a 3D printer. So thank you very much for that, Mr. Jenna Troy. All right, so let's have a look what else. Oh, there's a new video releasing on Tuesday. Some news for you guys. On Tuesday, I am releasing on YouTube a behind-the-scenes video for Komatsu in Fairfield. So while I was up there for Diesel Dirt and Turf, I got to get a tour, or I had a tour, of the Fairfield plant, or the Fairfield branch, I suppose, with Ashton Lavering. So that video releases on Tuesday. It's already out on Patreon, but it will release to public on YouTube on Tuesday. So look out for that drop. I'll tell you what, it was very, very surprising going into that Fairfield branch. I never realized how big it was. It doesn't look that big from the outside, but it's actually massive. And they've actually got a full cafe in there. They've got a full cafe with like food, coffee, everything all set up, all for their workers there. That's how many workers are on site. They've got a full setup on there. So how cool is that? But watch that video. Yeah, that's coming out. Very interesting viewing. You'll see how Komatsu goes through all the steps of, once you buy a machine, what steps it goes through, what else they do in the background. So very, very good behind the scenes video. All right, Toby Pride, how are you? Benny Mortz, how you going as well? Brooksy, we got Hugo, how are you guys? Let's do a little bit about safety. Let's do a quick toolbox. One thing I want to bring up is, I'm going to do a bit of a story time here. Some guys love my stories. But this is an example of a safety I suppose not an issue, but just a safety topic, man. Always ask someone for confirmation if you're performing some type of unusual work. Either ask for like a permit or an engineering report. Engineering report. Man, I've got my tongue's twisted tonight. An engineering report, a risk assessment, or some sort of signed document or contract. So I'll give you an example of why this happens. So a few years back, a while back actually, I had a 4-ton Kubota, and these guys asked me to do a job in the city. And they said, we're just going to crane your machine up on the roof and you just got to clear a couple of things. And I said, yeah, no worries, all good. So when I got there, they craned my 4-ton excavator up onto the top of this building. I don't know how many stories it was pretty high. Put it up on top of the building. They were demolishing one level of the building, so they were internally demolishing a whole level. But they wanted me to demolish everything on top of the roof. So they had like concrete planter boxes and all this stuff. They wanted to remove all that and have a clean sweep so they could start rebuilding that for their employees. I think they were going to put like an outdoor cafe bar thing for the employees to come and have lunch and sit outside on the roof. So they sent my machine up, excited about the job. I was getting paid really, really well because we had to do it on a weekend as well. So I was there on a Saturday and a Sunday, getting paid really well. Then we ended up being there on a Monday. So I worked Saturday, Sunday up on the roof. They kept craning up skip bins. So they'd crane up a skip bin. I'd get the hammer, start hammering all the concrete garden beds out with the 4-ton Kubota, bashing out whatever else was there. Then they'd keep bringing up all this rubbish that they were demolishing the offices downstairs. They'd bring it up in the lift onto the roof and then put it in piles, and I'd grab it all and put it into the skip bin, and they'd send it back down. What I didn't realise though is when it came to Monday and actual staff were sitting in the buildings, as I was hammering, they came up and were saying that the whole building is shaking, like that they can feel it while they're working. And they had one of their safety guys come up and actually ask us, has anyone done any type of engineering or any checks to see if the roof can actually hold a 4-ton excavator and it's hammering away? And everyone was all dumbfounded. I looked at all the supervisors and they're like, oh, not really. And then I started thinking, oh my God, I've been up on top of this roof, not even knowing, didn't even question whether or not that can actually hold the weight of my machine. So what we did end up doing is they got an engineer to come out. He checked it. He said, definitely can't have that size machine on there. So they had to get rid of my machine. We had to hire in a 2-ton machine. And then I had to finish the job with a 2-tonner. And at the same time, actually, on the Saturday, we actually had a skid steer up there with me as well, to try and grab all the material with the 4-in-1 and fill up the bins. So there was actually 2 of us up there on there, and that was a pretty big. I can't remember what size it was, but it was a big skid steer. So the point of the story is, don't get too carried away or too excited about the job and not actually think about the safety aspect. Because if you think about it, I was up on top of a roof in a 4-ton excavator hammering away. Didn't even think about it, man. My machine is 4-ton in one spot on top of a building. Who knows if that roof can even hold that amount of weight? So luckily nothing happened, but just a bit of advice, a story, I suppose, where everyone can learn from it. Make sure you always have some sort of report or something to say that you can go up there, or a risk assessment or something, you know what I mean? So don't just get too excited and go up there. And that was a bit early on. I was still pretty fresh, wrapped to get any sort of work. But still, like you just got to be really, really mindful. So just a bit of an example. Someone's asking, oh yeah, Adam Civil is saying, have you got any photos? You know what? That was back in the days when we really didn't take photos of our work. So I didn't actually take anything. Oh, no, I actually did. I did take photos of them when they were craning it up because I was excited. So I did take photos of it when it was down the bottom, but I have no idea where they are. I'd have to have a look. They might even be on my Facebook page. They might be on my Facebook page from years ago. I might have posted something up. I'll have to have a look. I'll see if I can find something and post them up during the week. But that's just something anyway, yeah. Just something you've got to be mindful of. Moba, how you going, Moba? He's joined us as well. The agenda tonight, so I was just giving a bit of a story on safety and how not to get too excited and forget about safety, which happens. But I'm going to talk a little bit about quoting in a minute, and then I'm going to open up to everyone. We've got a couple of topics to talk about tonight. People have suggested things, and I'll be opening up for other people to join. I did see a request there for who was Black Hawk as well, so give me a little bit to finish off these formalities, and then we'll jump on, man. Definitely.
Hey legends! If you love Earthworks Hub and want to help us grow, jump on board our Patreon. For just a few bucks a month, not only will you become part of the community, but you'll get exclusive behind the scenes content similar to this. As well as early access to videos, tips from the field, live stream events, even direct Q&A sessions with me. You'll be able to connect with other members and get help with anything in our chat groups and forums. It's the best way to support the channel and be a part of the growing community that lives and breathes dirt, machines, and helping each other out. Hit the link in the bio and I'll see you inside.
All right, I'm going to talk about market trends, job leads. This is what we all want to hear about, people. Earth Moving Warehouse. So talking about jobs, Earth Moving Warehouse are searching for a sales rep to work out of their Melbourne branch. So get in touch with them if you're keen to be a sales rep, selling all their attachments and earth moving equipment and stuff. So Earth Moving Warehouse for their Melbourne branch. Ace Rental in Brisbane, Queensland are looking for operators. They're looking for a water truck operator in southeast Queensland and an excavator operator in the north side of Brisbane. So that's Ace Rental. Douglas Shire Council in Queensland, they've got multiple vacancies for labourers to join their civil construction team. So there's a great opportunity there if you want to work your way up to operating. You might be able to start off as a labourer there and work your way up. So that is for the Douglas Shire Council in Queensland. What else? Also, to help people out, so this is what this segment's about, is I've actually created a business starter pack. So for anyone that's looking at starting out in the earth moving field, starting out as an owner operator or buying their own equipment, you can buy that starter pack for $20. That is available at the shop on the website. So you go to shop and then resources, or you can go straight to Patreon and buy it from there. And they also just released an earth moving contractor toolkit. So that is available for purchase too. So you don't have to be a member to buy that. You can actually just do one-off purchases as well. But I made a earth moving contractor toolkit. So a lot of people have been asking for this sort of stuff. This toolkit is your business in a box. So a lot of the guys on Patreon may have seen that. I only released it today. But basically what it involves is it gives you all the templates and tools that you need to run your business. So in there, I've created an invoicing template, a quoting tool, like a spreadsheet that shows you how to prepare a quote, and then what sort of summary. It gives you a summary at the end, a truck loading run sheet, terms and conditions to include in your quotes, capability statement template, a pre-start checklist, a training matrix, a tender submission checklist, a contractor onboarding form, like a site diary for the day, like a daily site diary, and a whole bunch of, there's like over 15 templates on there for you guys to use. So that is available now. That I've called that the Earth Moving Contractor Toolkit, available to buy. You can go on the website and click on shop and resources and it'll take you there, or you can go straight to Patreon and purchase it there. So that is available. That's $69. So for $69 you get all those templates, which includes all the business starter pack. There's all checklists, financial year checklists, all that stuff, all in this pack as well. So that, look out for that. That's the Earth Moving Contractor Toolkit, now available, guys. So that is very useful for people that already have a business and want to be able to use all that. And Record Time is saying should include these documents on Record Time. Exactly right. So you can, if you want to, you can set it all up and then you can actually put all that into your Record Time app and have everything in one app. So look out for that. Mountain Machinery, how you going? Streamlined as well. Thank you for joining. While we're talking about Patreon, I'm celebrating. We've got over 50 members now. So that is a really, really big achievement. Thank you to all the members that have joined. And I hope you're all enjoying it. I hope everyone's getting the best out of it. If you haven't joined, go and have a look at it. Join. You get chat groups. Everyone gets to network and talk about things and help each other out. You get to see everything before everyone else. You get priority access to all the videos, all the podcasts. You get entitled to all the training documents and templates and stuff. So definitely go check it out. Now we also have merch for members available as well. So you can purchase that as well in the website store. So go there for that. But if you want to know quickly, on Patreon, there's different tiers. You've got $5 a month to become just a community member where you get to chat with everyone and stuff. Or it's $10 a month if you want to be an insider and be able to do a little bit more and make suggestions for the show and stuff like that. That is the 2 tiers. And now, another big announcement. I told you there's big things happening. Another big announcement is... Oh, and also, sorry, for all the people that become members, you get to have a free premium business listing. So if you are thinking about listing your business on the website, as I mentioned earlier, if you become a member of Patreon, you also get a free business listing for the website. So it's already included. So it sort of pays to just go and be a member anyway. I have created a new tier on Patreon. So I've been helping a few people, mentoring them, helping them with their businesses. And then I thought maybe we've got to make this a little bit bigger and a bit more accessible to everyone, because I know a lot of people probably want some advice and probably don't want to be like talking about everything, but just little bits and pieces. So I've created a new tier or a new level for Patreon, which is called Business Class. So in this Business Class, you get your own little chat group where you can help each other out. For the Business Class members, what you do get is you get a monthly one-on-one session with myself. So you get a phone call or a webinar with myself for up to 45 minutes, just say once a month. So you can get in touch with me directly. We sit and we talk about your business and whatever questions you've got, we can nut things out. You also get a monthly webinar with all the other Business Class members. So that way you can all help each other out, ask questions and go from there. So that is part of that. And this is really that tier, the Business Class tier, is for people that have got an existing business or an owner-operator or someone that wants to start a business and wants to talk to others. And you'll get to be part of the community, but also get free access to all templates. So you won't have to pay for any of the templates. Like I said, you'll get your monthly one-on-one with myself, and I can offer support, assistance with any of the marketing, staff management, accounting. If you're looking at buying machines, machine selection, startup queries, business plans, health and safety, anything like that, quoting, tendering. So that is the Business Class tier, which is now available. I made that today, so that's fresh news. So yeah, if you're a business owner and you want to be able to try and get some advice, and this is for people that even if you want to just once a month be able to call up and go, hey, I've got a couple of ideas, tell me what you think of this, or I stuffed up, I didn't do something, tell me about how do I fix this. I don't know, just anything that you want to talk about, you get to go one-on-one with me and talk about it. So have a look at it. Go to Patreon and check out that tier. That's called the Business Class tier. Grant Benji Bartram has joined. He's saying, mate, massive shout out for my stickers. Absolute legend. Well done, Grant Benji Bartram. Yes, no problem, man. You said how to stick it to this young gentleman. Very, very good. All right, so... And you'll have your monthly webinar for that group as well. That is enough about my stuff. I won't go on about it anymore. So topics. This week's topic is we're going to talk about quoting. So I had I sent out a message this week saying who wants to nominate a topic, and Ocean Dweller, which is Mitchell, so Ocean Dweller on Instagram, has asked if we can talk about how people learnt to quote and what lessons they learnt along the way. So that's what we're going to talk about briefly. I'll just go through a couple of things. I'll talk about what I've learnt myself, how I learnt to quote, what I've seen through all my podcasts from others, and then everyone else is, welcome to comment. You can say whatever you want to say as well. JJH Excavations, there we go, we're starting early. He's saying, is everyone still taking a pen notebook to quote jobs or just an iPad? This is for the smaller companies doing smaller jobs. So does everyone use, is everyone using like a pen and paper still, or are people using iPads and that stuff? I suppose that depends. Sean from Melbourne Tractors, how you going, man? So yeah, I suppose it depends. Like for myself, I still like to just take pen and paper. If I haven't got a pen and paper, I'll just type into my notes in the phone. But some of the guys are using like proper actual software. So it depends. So they might need an iPad then, or they might use their iPad to look a little bit more professional. I don't know. It depends. Or if you've got Moasure, yes, you could be using that too. Exactly right. You could be using their system, but you'll probably need a few other things anyway. So BRW is saying pad and pen. ADM saying notepad and pen. There you go. All right. So thank you to Mitchell from Ocean Dweller for recommending this topic. Let's go. So the way I learnt is on the job. So the first way you can learn is on the job, and most people probably did this. So for me, what I did was I had a friend that was a builder. I approached him and I showed him some plans and said, listen, I've got these plans here, I need a quote. How do I work out the quantity to cut out? How do I work out, how much material is going to come out of this and stuff like that? So he helped me work out how to get my quantities, how much space to leave outside of the perimeter, because you don't always dig exactly to the perimeter. You got to dig a little bit further. So he taught me how to do site cuts mainly. And that's what I did. I used that. I also spoke to other people in the industry. So I talked to a lot of other contractors, friends that are in the industry, guys with machines that are already doing site cuts. I'd ask them, like, what do I do? And you need to also talk to them when you're quoting about what tip sites they're using. How much are the tip sites? You need to ring the tip sites and find out what their current fees are, because they change. And you got to also ring up your suppliers. So if you got to bring material in, find out what it's going to cost to bring in. Find out what crushed rock's going to be worth from the local tip. What's the closest tip? All that sort of stuff. You really learn it all as you go, and usually you got to ask people. So that's what I did. I had a friend that was a builder, and he actually helped me work it out. I'd ask other friends in the industry. Google, sometimes you need to Google, man. Google. Nowadays, you've even got ChatGPT to help you work stuff out. I wonder, does anyone use that sort of stuff? Does anyone use AI technology to do their calculations? You've got systems like that you can use. There's actual software that you can buy and use. Some people actually go that far. And the other thing that I did was I befriended a few people in the plant hire companies. And I used to promise them and give them the work. So I'd say to them, look, I'll give you all the truck work and you can get rid of it all, but just help me quote it up, help me price it up, and we'll work together. And that actually worked. And I actually befriended a lot of people like that in the plant hire companies, and then they'd look after me, I'd look after them, and that's how it works. ADM Civil is saying bulking factors and material weights are essential for excavation. Exactly right. Moba saying a few customers of ours use a full GPS rover that we supply, because Moba supplies that stuff. Quickly and easily, they measure the quantities, the stockpiles, all with a full data sheet. Exactly. There you go, man. And Jack Healy's supporting that, saying he uses his GPS all the time. There you go. Oh, is that ChatGPT? Sorry. He uses ChatGPT. I think that's what he's saying. But yeah, that's how I did it. So I would say the best ways are, to actually learn from someone else in the industry, get someone to be like a bit of a mentor, and then often you'll either be someone that's worked in the industry as a labourer, so you watch what other people do. If you've worked with estimators, you can ask them. If you're working at a civil company, you can ask the estimator what he does or she does, and that way. JJH is saying old school. He's been thinking iPad maybe. Oh, he's talking about, so he still does it with pen and paper, yes. Yeah, so a lot of us still do with pen and paper, man. And then usually I'll do pen and paper, and then I'll go back home and then type it all up. And then you can use things like a template. So if you use templates like the one that I've got in that contractor toolkit, the template, you'll have it set up with all your sections, and then you just type in the quantities and the hours of each machine that you think you're going to need and all that sort of stuff, and then it will calculate everything for you at the bottom. So templates are another thing that you can use for your quoting process. So I did say something about mentorship, but if you work alongside other people, you can ask them, and they'll tell you what to factor in, all your hidden costs, like whether you're going to need to use a rock breaker or dewatering, and you can know how to assess your volumes, because don't forget when you add when you're removing material or aerates or fluffs up, so it's always going to be more than what you first calculate. So you've got loose quantities versus compacted and all that sort of stuff. There's heaps to consider. So you can use estimating software. So there's AgTech, Trimble Business Center, HCC Heavy Bid, Bluebeam. There's a few other sort of bits of software out there. Or you can use your GPS system, as Moba said. And then you can do formal training. So the other thing is, some people might actually take civil construction estimating courses, like at a TAFE or something, or like a quantity surveying course. So you can do stuff like that, or even learning online. So I think LinkedIn actually has some courses, so you can go to LinkedIn as well. ADM Civil is saying an iPad would be nice. He's just used to the notepad, yeah. And then Jack Hill is saying pen and notepad, and then take it into ChatGPT and it'll spit it out. Yeah, I'm telling you, utilize this AI technology, guys, because while it's here, it'll definitely help, man. Definitely help you. And then the other thing is networking. Like I said earlier, you got to be able to talk to other people in the industry, talk to suppliers, get them to help you out as well. You know, sometimes I used to go into, like, for example, if I had to do a little landscaping job, I'd calculate the area, and I'd go into the landscaping, like the local nursery, and say to the guy there, listen, I've got to top this up with topsoil. This is the area, or I need to put toppings in here. Tell me how much I need. Can you work it out for me? And they'll help you. They'll actually help you out and tell you the quantity and help you. As long as you've got some measurements, more often than not, they'll help you. So you can actually get them to help as well. So that's how I also used to learn too, yeah. Jack Hill is saying, yeah, understands his lingo and it even takes out the swear words, yeah. TR Society saying his AI is only going to become more common. Yeah, very true. Very, very true. AI is very, very, very useful. Very useful. And then the other thing is trial and error. So, Mitchell, the trial and error, start with like little jobs, little residential jobs, small subdivisions, and then slowly quote, see how you go with it. If you get it wrong, you know, then hopefully next time you'll make up for it and stuff like that. So a bit of trial and error also comes into it. All right. So they're the things that I would say most people have used to become to be able to start preparing quotes and quote properly. So what do you guys think? I think everyone's sort of said similar things. Let's see what everyone says before we move on. In a second, I'm going to open up to everyone else. So if you've got anything else on that topic, let me know. Oh man, I need a drink. I've been yapping. There we go. Yeah, TR Society is saying AI is only going to become more common, and it is. You are right. So Harry from HPT was going to join us this evening and talk about a post that went up today where they got to choose only 2 things out of a list of things. And I don't know if he's joined. I haven't seen because I've been busy yapping. I haven't seen. Harry, if you're on here, let me know. I did tell him that if he does come on, I'll let him jump on and we'll talk about that. If he's not on, I will go back to, where's Blackhawk? He was going to come on. Oh, he's gone. Or maybe it's refreshed itself. Blackhawk, if you still want to come on, you can jump on. But yeah, if anyone wants to come on and talk about something, let me know. Feel free. ADM Civil is saying should put some links up about material weights and bulking factors. Yes, very true. And actually, if you do buy the contractor toolkit under the quoting tool, or in the quoting tool, I actually have some of that stuff in there already. So it allows for, like 20% for compaction, allows like 20% for calculations and for calculating loose fill, and I've got a whole bunch of stuff in there. So it's in the actual quoting tool as well. So very, very useful. And ADM is saying it would be very super useful for new fellas. Yeah, very true, very true. So those templates will be available individually as well. So I'll be putting them up on the Patreon group in the shop for sale as individual stuff as well. Yeah, ADM Civil saying cubes and tons can be very different. Exactly right. So even like if you're ordering, crushed rock, it's different. It's different because you're ordering tons rather than cubes. So yeah, he's right. Then you got to allow for compaction and all sorts of stuff. So yeah, when you're quoting, that's another thing you got to always be mindful of. When you're putting material back, allow for a bit more. Allow for at least 20% compaction. So whatever you get, whatever material you've calculated to go in, add a bit more so that when it compacts, it's the actual correct level. And the same when you're removing it, always allow for aeration. So put in another percentage on that as well. Lewis Earth Moving, how you going, man? All right. So what else is there? While you guys are deciding, does anyone want to jump on? Feel free. If anyone wants to jump on and have a chat, we've got 20 minutes. We've got 20 minutes. Let's see the last 20 minutes through. Going to give you guys an opportunity to jump on and talk about a certain topic. Harry from HPT was going to join us. I haven't seen him on here yet. If he does, we'll let him jump on as well. Ivan Brown Earthworks is saying, we just did is that 10,000? 1,000 cube dig in weight goes. Byron Bay. Natural clay was 3,000. Oh, it was yeah. So 1,000 cube of natural clay was 3,000 ton. There you go. So that's how you can easily fool yourself if you don't look at that. Legend, welcome back,
Hey,
Jack, mate.
yeah, we got ChatGPT to create an image.
Yeah, that's the one, mate. That's the one. Welcome back. It's been a while, man.
Flogged it off the Digga lid website.
Oh man. Oh, how you been? You been good?
Yeah, good, mate. How you going?
Yeah, good, man. Good, good, good. It's just the same old, yeah. Yeah, same old. Always working away. I live on this phone. I live on the computer nowadays. It's crazy, crazy.
Hibernating in the office.
Hibernate. Yes. Although I have to admit, I was working on doing the retaining wall the other day. It killed me, man. Last week, actually, I spent most of the week doing the retaining wall. Killed me, man. The physical part killed me. The 1.7 tonner killed me. The cold killed me. Everything. Yeah, I was done, man.
Go stealing you. Bit of competition out there, Stig on the dig. Look out.
I know. TerraPro stealing your gig, huh? What's going on? Yeah, TerraPro. Actually, it was a good video. Actually, it wasn't bad. You did a good video. Very, very good. So you guys are all helping out promote Digga. That's nice, man. Good. Very good, man. Good product, isn't it? What do you think?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I rate it. Yeah. I use it every day now. Just yeah, it's easy. It's clean. Yeah. Gets delivered to your door. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it can get much better. It's pretty fucking easy.
Yeah, that's it, man. So for anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about the Cadro grease that Digga sells. So they sell the tube grease with the with the screw top lid, so you can get it put into your little attachment which goes into your grease gun. So you can use an existing grease gun, put a little adapter in there, put the tube in, and push it in, and you got no air pockets, no mess, no fuss. Easy system, yeah. So no, it works well. It seems to be going off. TerraPro's just joined. He just missed all the fun. You got the hat. You got a hat for it. Well done. You know, I haven't even got a hat. How's that? Well, I haven't even got a Digga lid hat. That's pretty
I
good.
haven't seen you do any promo though yet either.
Yeah, no, I do. I've got heaps of stories going up. That's all right.
Got to get your hands dirty, mate. Get the grease out. Come on.
Yeah, that's the one, man. No, we've got a couple of good things planned, actually. We've got some good stuff coming up.
Got myself a ripper jumper.
Oh, Semco. Yes, I saw that post. Very good, mate. Very, very good. So now you're gonna have to buy something now. You know that.
Nah. Easy, Tiger. Easy, Tiger. My spending days are over for a little bit, eh?
Yes, I believe you would have spent enough recently. Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, we've got a few people join. Sam Harris, Ashley Sellings, Jason Cummings. How you going, guys? Hello, thanks for joining. What's that?
Oh, just Jason. He's my mate. He was meant to come to DDT with us, but he bitched out. Got a little Johnny.
Oh, he missed out. Tell him he missed out on the good time, mate. It was very good.
Yeah. He knows. He knows.
Ah, good. Yeah, rub it in. Sticking the dig, saying to TerraPro, I just want hot damn donuts in Queensland. Oh, Doc Ferry saying, is the work busy in the Truca? Is it busy in the Truca? Yeah, how are you going in that area? Is it quiet? Same? What is it?
It's been really funny, actually. Sort of up and down all over the shop. Yeah. But I think probably the main reason it's been a bit quieter is just red tape, eh? Just government's just fucking you around, eh? Like everyone I'm talking to is like, we're waiting for a permit, or they'll I dig a few swimming pools and they'll book in, a month, 6-8 weeks in advance. We'll get 2 days out, they'll cancel. Permit hadn't come through yet. Like real pain in the arse with red tape at the minute, eh?
I'll tell you what, man, it's funny you say that, because I've heard a couple of other guys say the opposite. They're like, apparently councils are killing it. They're pushing through, like pumping out the permits, pumping out. Maybe it's building permits. I don't know. Maybe it's for houses more than pools and stuff. But they're like, if you're ever going to apply for anything, it's better to do it now, because they're just pumping stuff through because it's so quiet. But then again, I'm hearing stories like this where maybe it is still the same. Maybe it's just they were lucky with a couple of jobs. Yeah.
Yeah, I think red tape just in general is just becoming harder and harder. I think like everything you do just seems to take ages, and you've got to get another drawing, and someone else has got to tick it and see it, and all our stuff up here is all through a portal now, so you don't actually get to talk to anyone. You can't ring them up and say, hey, how's this going? You just get, oh, is it in the portal? Yep. Oh, well, it'll be getting dealt with. That's as far as the conversation goes. Like, it's pretty fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it is. And it's all become like that. No one wants to talk to you. No one wants to actually talk to you on the phone anymore. It's all just portals, just like automated messaging, and that. There's no one you can actually talk to anymore. Yeah, it's crazy.
My last shed permit took 21.5 months. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, the cost of that to the end user, you know, like that's 2 years, essentially 2.5 years before I got my shed up since the day I applied for it. I paid rent somewhere else for 2.5 years. Like, the amount I paid in rent would have built another shed. Like,
that's true, man. That is very true.
That in itself hinders development. Like,
yeah. No, you're right, because I had a customer that wanted me to dig out. What did he have? He had an existing pool, an indoor pool. He wanted to make it and change it to do an outdoor one, and then he wanted to build like a pool house, and then he wanted like another sort of like a garage storage thing, and he had all that lined up. This is like, oh man, I reckon it's been going for like probably 2 years, and he still hasn't got a permit approved to do that in his backyard. Like, he's got all these things he's got to overcome. So actually, I haven't actually. You just reminded me. I haven't actually heard from him. It's been nearly 2 years. But I did speak to him not long ago, and he said, no, he's still waiting for that permit. It hasn't been done. So, yeah, you're right. Maybe there is still delays. Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy.
And they'll get back to you, you know, after 6 months. You'll reply within 24 hours, and then you'll wait another 3 months to hear back from them. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, that's crazy. Doc Ferry saying, was that in Vic or New South Wales for the shed?
New South Wales.
Yeah, New South Wales. Yeah. Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe it's New South Wales. And because the Vic ones, I was hearing that everything's going through really quick. But then again, like I said, my mate still hasn't got his. Tacker 87 saying crossover permit for a single driveway in the Mitchell Shire took 6 months and 2.4 cube of concrete. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, that's fucked. Yeah, that's the world we're living in, no way. Like, it takes, you know, 2 of us out on site to go and do a job, and it takes 50 people in the office to sign off on it. Like, it's a fucking joke.
Yeah, red tape, man. Red tape's always an issue. Even on civil sites and that, like, you know, just to go in and do a job. I know it's all safety. I shouldn't bag it. But there's so much stuff you got to do, especially when you go to some sites when you've got like a 4-hour induction, and then you've got all the swims and this and that, and you can't, and you just go in there to do a half a day job. It's like you've spent 2 days getting inducted to go and do a half a day job. It's just, sometimes, I don't know, things just don't make sense, but I know why it's there. I know exactly why it's there.
Ask covering. It's all it's about, eh?
That's the one, man.
But anyway,
that's the one.
Things are getting faster now, you know. We've got a tilt rotator, so, you know, every job's just easy now.
Yes. What's that? So tell us, can you tell us a bit about it? Are you able to talk about it, or what's going on with that? Can you fill everyone in? What have you got, man? Tell us. I know we've seen some posts, but tell us about what you got, man.
So we got a Steelwrist X12 with the sandwich setup, and the SQ oil, yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, she's a pretty fancy bit of equipment.
Very good. And that's on your Cabalco. That's your 75?
Yep.
Yeah, yep. That's right. Yeah, very nice, man. So is that, so when you say SQ oil, you're the first one with that? I haven't heard anyone else with that.
I believe it's the first one in the country with the sandwich setup. There's direct pin ones out there, but with the sandwich setup, I believe it's the first.
Oh, yep. Nice.
And I could just about guarantee it would have to be the first one in Australia or in the world probably, with the most amount of hydraulic attachments underneath it. That has been a mission.
Yeah, I suppose that's what a lot of people probably don't realise. Like, you don't only just buy the rotator, the tilt rotator, but you also have to get all your attachments. If they're hydraulic as well, you've got to get all them set up as well, isn't it?
PR Society's confirmed that. He's the man that banged her on. He's the king of the install.
Oh, he's saying it's the first X12 SQ50 in Australia. There you go. You are the man. You're the man.
Big timer.
Revolutionary. There you go, mate. Very good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good, man. And how you finding it? Hey, is it what you expected when you're using it? How you finding it?
It's probably a bit better than I expected when I'm using it, to be honest. It's probably, I thought I might have picked it up a little bit quicker than I have, but it's definitely taken a bit of doing. Yeah, but everything's just different compared to the tilt hitch. Like it's not the same angles. It doesn't do some of the angles that the tilt hitch used to do, but it's makes up for it in a lot of other areas. The grip is definitely hands down the best thing on the planet. Like I'd never get rid of it because of the gripper. Like that's the best thing ever.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you doing some posts with moving, say, the temporary fencing and all sorts of stuff with it.
Yeah, you do all kinds of lazy shit now, eh? It's fucking right off.
I know, as if we're already not lazy enough, and no one gets out to do anything when they're in the machine. Now with that, the tilt rotator and the grippers, you'd never get out.
Yeah, yeah. She's a full shoes off operation now. She's the go.
That's the one.
Probably the beauty of it is that being able to drop the tilt rotator off though in itself, because as handy as the tilt rotator is, it's probably as much of a hindrance at the same time. Like it is wide and it is heavy, and a lot of things you can't do with it on there. So yeah, being able to flick that off, like I've had that off nearly all week, that tilt rotator, and the Digga performance when you flick it off is fucking incredible, eh? Because you go back to pretty much a direct pinned bucket on the end of your stick. Like it is fucking awesome.
Yeah, different feeling. Yeah.
Yeah, and like trenching, you keep it straight, piece of piss, because your tilt hitch always wants to wander just that little bit, or you come across a bit of hard ground and it just moves over the course of the day or whatever. Like fucking awesome, eh?
Yeah, so you can take that off. So that means, so if you've got to use like the 300 bucket or something where it's a bit narrower than the tilt hitch, you can actually take off the whole sandwich and just put your 300 on, and that's it. You're back to normal again. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, yep. Or put the sieve bucket on, or I've got a couple of ginormous mud buckets, and they're just too heavy for under the rotator. But you flick them off, and she's the go.
Yeah,
definitely.
Nice, man. So the old Steelwrist, man, the X12, is that what it's called? The X12?
Yeah, I believe so. I would have to double check that because I'm not quite across that. I'm sure it is.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I'm just flicking back. So tilt retired. Brett said, it's an X12 SQ50. No, good, man, good. What about so? Yeah, tell us the process. So when you've got hydraulic attachments, you've got to get the heads on that change to suit, isn't it? Because you've got to have the actual connector to
the SQ,
on the
SQ oil they call it. So you swap all your hitches out for these SQ oil adapters, which are relatively inexpensive. Just everything adds up. So like by the time you blow all your ears off your buckets or your hitches, take all them off, replace them with the SQ adapter, which, is quite cost effective in itself, but then you've got to hose it. I haven't done an attachment yet that's cost less than $1,000 to hose. You could potentially use some of your old hoses. You will have to change, like 99% of my attachments are all JIC hydraulic fittings. Steelwrist is all O-ring face, so none of the existing hoses work or will work. You have to change one end on them as a minimum, but I've just kept them all as spares. Just if you had a breakdown or something, you could put the old hoses on and hook her up the old-fashioned way. Stewie from Bear Earth was actually quite helpful there. He told me to put some T's in, so I put some inline T's in before as soon as you come off the stick out of the valve there, before you go into the attachment onto the Steelwrist, I put some T's in and put some flat face couplers on there, so I can still use all my existing attachments just as long as I change the hitch itself. Or if you want to hire something or borrow something, you can sort of get away with it that way.
Nice.
That was some tops fucking advice there, I can assure you.
There you go, man. It's good. It's good to actually have someone to lean on or ask questions and that. So, Stewie, thank you for volunteering that, man. Very good.
Stewie's phone's just about blown up in the last fucking 6 or 8 weeks, eh?
He's blocked your number. It's blocked now. Yeah.
I was just about to have smoke coming off it every time I ring, I reckon.
Yeah. Oh man, I'd love to be recording him from when he's not looking when it rings. He'd be like, "Oh, throw the phone down."
Again?
Yeah. Again. Yeah. No, I'm sure he wouldn't do it. No, he's a gentleman. He is a gentleman. No, well done,
Nah,
Stucchi,
he's
for
been
helping out with that too.
been real handy. I mean, it is his fault that I've got one to start with, so I suppose it serves him right. He started this.
Yeah, that's right. Right. Yeah, I think he gave a lot of people the itch. A lot of people
And
would have seen what he can do.
give me a bit of a tune up at DDT, and then
Yeah.
Brett got me drunk and made me buy one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it was. You were coerced into it. Coerced, yeah, that's the one. There you go, mate. There you go. Y Bros is saying, yes, Dewey is the go-to guy for Steelwrist. Exactly, man. No, that's it. No, it's good. There's a whole team of guys now. There's a whole bunch of guys that have got it, so you can all help each other, which is good.
And that's probably the only thing, like tilt rotators in Australia haven't taken off, retard. Like they're not everywhere. I mean, they will grow. There's no two ways about that. And I wouldn't be without one now that I've got one. But I think the thing we probably need to work on in Australia, and I don't think it matters what brand you're buying, we probably need more parts availability and spread out more around the country. Like if I'd have brought a rotor tilt, they're only in Brisbane. If you got a Steelwrist, they're in Sydney and Brisbane. Like Encon's more Brisbane and Sydney, like and Western Australia. Like where I am, if I need something, I'm 900 k's away, so I'm 3 or 4 days away from getting it if I get it freighted, no matter what. So, we've started to do a bit of stocking up on a few basic spare parts and couplers and O-rings and all that sort of stuff. Just because of where I'm located, that's probably the only thing that I wasn't quite aware of as I thought I was maybe.
Yeah. So getting the supplies and that sometimes not as easy. Yeah, true, man.
No, just like downtime's just too long. Like 4 or 5 days is too long to be down and out for, and it doesn't sound like long, but it's too fucking long.
Yeah. That's true. That is true. Well, you know what? It's a big move. Like you say, it's not very cheap, so it's a big move, and it's good that you've taken the plunge. And keep us posted, man. It'd be good to hear about how it goes. What are you finding? So, do you still have to take all your attachments with you and stuff when you're going, or are you still just choosing what you need because you know the job you're going to go to next? Because you float your own stuff anyway, yeah.
Yeah. There's no way known I'll ever be able to take everything with me. Like I think I've got 28 attachments for the end of the Digga. Like you're not taking that everywhere you fucking go.
Yeah,
and we've always just picked and choose what we take, sort of thing. The only thing that is probably a pain in the ass is that the Steelwrist bucket, the way it's shaped, the mud bucket, it's awesome to dig with and it's awesome to use, but it's no good for carrying around your other buckets. Like traditionally, I would have me 1500 muddy on, I'd have me 900 digging bucket, me compaction wheel, me 450 gummy, a 300 dig bucket, and a ripper all stacked in that one bucket when I put it on the float. That ain't happening. I've got a tipper full of fucking buckets now.
Yeah.
You just can't fit them in that Steelwrist bucket. That's probably its biggest downfall, and especially when you're moving around site, you might cram one in there somehow and then pick one up with the gripper and carry it with you. But just because of the shape of it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah,
but that's not a gripe by any means. It's just it's fact. It's fact.
It's just something you've noticed. Yeah, that's right. And what about? Yeah. So I know when I spoke to Liam from Digga, and he was talking about his Encon. He said when he first started using it, he realized how heavy it actually is, and it took him a bit to get used to that weight on the front. Did you find the same thing?
Yeah, it's a bit heavy, but I did have that rotating mud bucket for a while. So when we calculate out the weight of that rotating mud bucket and the tilt hitch itself, pretty well, 10, 15 kilos in it as opposed to the Steelwrist and its mud bucket. So not really a big deal.
Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. And what about Atacama said earlier that he noticed that he keeps rotating it more than he has to. That's become like a habit. Do you find you're doing the same thing? Like you're rotating more than you really have to?
Mm, not unless I just go the wrong way by accident. That's happened a fair bit lately. But where I'm trying to get an angle and I'll end up doing a full 360, like looking at it going, how the fuck do I get it where I want it? But
Yeah,
no, I don't. And I generally, I would say I'm still accustomed to the tilt hitch type digging, like I'll tilt to dig something rather than I could probably rotate to get that, that functionality out of the bucket. But I just so used to tilting, I just tilt. Um, rotate when I really have to, sort of thing. I do find that I use the bucket backwards a fair bit more than I previously would have, just because it's not a pain in the ass to switch it around. So
yeah,
like tidy up stuff and smudging and that, I'll just run it backwards, because it's heaps quicker.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's really good for that sort of stuff. And I've used the hammer so much more than I would have previously, just because it's not a pain in the ass to get out and put on, like, yeah.
Yeah,
But you,
that's so true, isn't it? It's half the time you don't want to put the hammer on because of the pain it is to put on, man. Getting the hoses, changing it, putting them on, taking them off. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, whereas now you just easily just go up, release, put it back on, all with the hitch without getting out of the cab. How cool is
yep.
that?
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
fantastic. And, we're carting more, when we get doing a concrete removal job or whatever, we're carting more material away from site in the truck each time now, because I just put the hammer on to smash it up, so that you take, you cart real big chunks. You got all that air gap in the back of the tipper, whereas you break them down a little bit smaller, you end up with less air gap, so you cart more material. So, I'll throw the hammer on and punch it up real quick, and then throw it back off and load the truck. Like, yeah, we're definitely more efficient and moving more material each time.
yeah, that's true, man. That's actually really true. And what about because you're doing a lot of pools and that you're saying, so has it made your life easier? Like when you're trying to like fit in a little backyard and stuff, is it really helped with that?
Yeah, we've taken it into a couple, and we've done a couple of tight digs. It definitely makes it a little bit easier. Um, yeah, it's like I say, it's definitely got as many advantages as it does hindrances sometimes, just because of the sheer size of it on that size machine. I think once you go to 15 ton, it's probably nowhere near as much of a hindrance when it's on there all the time, just because you're always digging with bigger buckets and all that sort of stuff. Like I can't dig a trench narrower than sort of 650, 700 and fit the rotator in that, whereas I could dig a 300, 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to, so that you're saying, so yeah, like I was saying earlier, to do like a 300 mil trench, you're going to have to take the whole sandwich off and put it somewhere, find a spot for it somewhere, and then get the 300 bucket dig, and then keep moving. And then when you need the sandwich again, take it off, go look for it, put it back on. Is that what you're saying? Like sometimes it can be a bit of a pain like that.
Just like some of the angles you want to get, you can't actually fit in there because of the rams hanging out the side. Like you're digging a pool and you're sitting in a fence panel and you want to dig over there. Well, I can't quite get that anymore because the rams are in the way. Whereas with the tilt hitch, it would have fit in there, But yeah, it's definitely got more pros than it does cons when you're using it, and you got the gripper and you can pick up a panel of fence, or we've done a couple of pools lately where we've had to work our way into the backyard. We've had to take a fence panel out. So, fence panel out. The dog boards are always buried in the garden. So I just, tilt the grip around, peel them up, flick them out,
That's the best.
flick around the post we're pulling out in the fence, just put the gripper on, pull the fence post with the concrete all on it, still out, sit it in the corner, and I'll make and just slam that back in when we're going on the way out. Like, it's unreal.
What's the customers' reactions? Have you had any people freak out when you start using it?
I shouldn't say this, but surprisingly, females find it a hell of a lot more interesting than the blokes do, eh? Like, when you dig something and then you just turn it sideways or turn it backwards, and and I only notice this because you're digging pools in the backyards of people's homes, like they just like it spins their brain, eh? And you're just like, it's pretty cool, eh? And then the blokes will go, geez, that thing's handy. How much is that worth? And you tell them, and they're just like, Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's not
yeah,
interesting anymore.
Nah, probably worth more than their cars in their driveways. Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, very,
But
very
yeah,
true.
I mean, it's got all the fruit, like it's all hooked up with the Moba now. And that's unreal in itself. Like with the SQ oil and the V14 connector, like when you drop the rotator off, you're essentially dropping off your tilt and rotation sensors as well off the GPS system, and the Moba system will recognise that, and you can just go into your screen, change your bucket to one that's been calibrated without the rotator on there, and the GPS works again the way it should. And when you pick the rotator up, it notices that those sensors are back on board again. So yeah, all that's seamless integration as well. You know, like you're dropping off sensors in another system, and it's all talking to each other. Like it's pretty fucking right off.
Yeah, well, that's the note I was just writing. I wrote down there Moba GPS because I saw Moba put something up earlier, and I was going to ask you, but you answered it. Yeah, that's good. So it does. It's all integrated. It can all work together. So a system like Moba and that was still, and calibrating the buckets and that was that a bit of a process or not too bad?
It's no worse a process than what the like a standard bucket Kelly's when you've got a tilt hitch or a normal hitch. The straight hitch is definitely quicker because you don't have to you don't have to centralize and line the bucket up square and level because it's fixed essentially. So you just punch your measurements in and do your plumb line and you're done. Whereas with the rotator, you've sort of got to do probably 2 extra measurements and get out with the spirit level 2 more times. But when you're doing it with just a straight hitch, it's definitely heaps faster.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Another thing Moba hooked us up with was, and I didn't even know it existed, they call it X keys. So when we put the Steelwrist in, we get a heap of extra buttons in the joysticks and a heap of extra rollers that we don't use. So we put the X keys in there so I can store a point or cycle between my cutting edge tips, left, right, center, auto center, all from the joysticks without having to touch the screen, which is pretty cool.
That's cool.
And my hands down favorite mod that Steelwrist has given us is the windscreen wiper on the joystick. You just click the button and the windscreen wiper cycles once and fucking, how good is that?
It reminds me of the case machine because every time I use one, they've got a trigger, and then sometimes you press it and it scares you because I'm concentrating and I accidentally press it and it goes in front of you and you're like, whoa! you don't realize, so it's like that now. You can just press it and it does a wipe. How cool is it? That's good, yeah.
Oh mate, when you're working in that, that real misty, spitty shit, and you I don't know about you, but the windscreen wiper in front of my face drives me mental, and I end up watching it, not what I'm doing.
Yep.
And just being able to cycle that once to clear the shit off the windscreen is fucking awesome, eh?
Oh, there you go, mate.
Yeah, that's hands down the best feature on the planet with the Steelwrist. I would recommend putting a Steelwrist straight hitch on your machine just to get your windscreen wiper on your joystick, eh?
And Moba saying he sold a set on Friday to a customer because of the post that you did. How cool is that?
Where's the commish?
Yeah, there was a commission, man. Atacama actually had a couple of good comments. I'll go back to the one he said earlier. He said the hammer as well, having it with the with the SQ oil, it's way easier to handle and pack up because there's no hoses sort of hanging around, so you don't pinch the hoses when they're laying on the floor. And then Wybro said the smallest trench they could do with their Steelwrist is a 900. And then Atacama said, interesting, with TopCon you have to put a terminator plug on a T-piece before switching buckets on the display. So it looks like it's a bit easier with the Steelwrist system. There you go, man. There you go. And ADM saying he spoke to a bloke who hooked his UHF to his Encon controller. There you go. And Wybro's saying, have you? And Wybro's saying, wait till you put stereo mute and phone answer buttons on there too. There you go. Bloody hell, you can do everything. Oh,
yeah, mate. Man. She's the go.
There you go.
They're already too cheap.
yeah, mate. Saying there's no room for commission, mate. He's telling you there's no room. There you go.
They were pretty well priced. I'll give him that. And I mean, when he said there was an option, there was no option other than put it in a box and fucking mail it to me, mate, because I want it.
Just do it. Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, we're doing it. Let's just do it. Let's do this job 100%. So
yeah,
and
well, Yeah.
You know, I had visions of doing half me buckets, getting 2 or 3 SQ adapters instead of 7, and just sort of doing it over a bit of time. Fucking, yeah, that didn't happen, eh?
No. I
Just,
suppose it's like
yeah.
you've committed, so you might as well just keep going. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I took the first lot of buckets down and he said they were ready, and I was taking the trailer down to pick them up anyway, and I thought, well, what am I going to do with these other ones sitting in the yard here? Like, they're no good to me until I get them converted. And I'm taking the trailer down empty, and it was in Brayside. I haven't done the trip. I've been down there 5 times now, taking buckets, taking attachments, swapping them over. And I haven't done the trip in less than 9.5 hours round trip. So if I'm wasting 9.5 hours and I'm paying $60 in tolls, I'm taking a full trailer down with me. Like, this is just what's happening. So
Yeah.
they're all done now,
Yeah.
and I've got everything back to how it was. Like, yeah.
Oh, good. Good. No, that's good, man. It sounds like you're happy with it. Do you reckon did it take you long to get used to it? Like, what do you reckon it would take someone on average to learn? Like a couple of days or 1 day or a week? Like to get used to it?
I'm going to say 6 months, I reckon.
6 months. There you go.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I have by no means mastered it. And I think it's probably the nature of the work that holds you up too. Like, I've done a lot of just material cartage and, jackhammering and stuff like that in the last sort of 4 or 5 weeks. So I haven't done that much tilting and spinning, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you've got to get the variety of work, but at the same time, I'm getting all the practice changing attachments and dropping the rotator off and all that sort of stuff, which you wouldn't get if you just left the mud bucket on the end of it and dug with it for 6 weeks. So, yeah, it's all part and parcel. So I think as a whole package with all those attachments, I think 6 months it'll take to sort of get. I mean, I've got the gist of it. I can push it the right way now, and I can pick shit up and put it in the back of the truck or whatever. But I think to really, really master it, I think you're probably talking 6 months, I reckon.
Yeah. Well, that's, you know what? Yeah, I was expecting you to say like a week or something, but when you think about it, yeah, you're right. Unless it depends on the type of work you get and how often you get to take it on and off and use it. And yeah, true. Yeah, it would take a while. It would take a while.
You might master it fucking tidying the sides of dams or some shit, and then go and try and dig some complicated footings with it. Like, just because you've done 2,000 hours of digging a dam with it and you can, trim a batter with it, doesn't mean that you've mastered it, because you go and start digging some footings or something and all of a sudden it's all different again. You got a trenching bucket on the end. Every bucket has a different profile as such when it's on the end of the tilt rotator, and a different way that it reacts. Like, the geometry is different for every bucket when you put it on the end of the rotator. So, I think to say that you mastered it in fucking 2 weeks or 2 days is probably a bit cocky.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's actually a realistic. Yeah, that's probably a very realistic answer, man. No, very good. Very good. What's Digga the Dick saying? Can you SQ oil to the bottom of the rotator?
Yeah, so it's got both. So if I've got anything other than the hammer, I can put on the bottom of the rotator as well.
Yeah.
Just because you wouldn't want to hammer through the rotator, obviously. But yeah, any hydraulic attachment that I can put on the straight hitch, I can also put under the rotator.
Yeah,
there's a lot that don't have any purpose of doing that. Like the auger drive, why would you put it underneath the rotator? All you're doing is losing stack height and dig depth. Like, and you've added all that extra weight. Like, it's fucking useless to you. Why would you put it under there? But you could, and you can run it.
Yeah. How many ports? I'd probably just have the same. What are they? 4 ports or something?
Nah, 5.
Yeah. 5 ports. Yeah. So there you go. No, good. You're right. Yeah, because you wouldn't want to have some attachments you don't really need to have have it attached to the rotator. You just take it. Better off taking the sandwich off and then just using it with the hitch.
Yeah. Because it's all about weight, and it's all about length, and yeah.
Yeah. So that's the only time you probably still have to get out and hook up hoses, yeah? Just for like the auger, for instance.
No, it's all SQ oil, straight on the bottom hitch.
Oh, onto the hitch. Yes, you're right, because the hitch still has it. Yeah, you're right. So
Yeah,
it's still
yeah,
on the
yeah,
existing. It's still on the existing hitch as well. Yeah, sorry, it is too. Yeah. All right, yeah, because you get
yeah.
that goes to the sandwich. Yes, so you still don't have to get out. That's good, man. That's
No,
really good.
no, it's
There you
pretty
go. There
wild.
you go.
Uh,
Yeah, there you go, man.
hoping,
Stick. Hey.
hoping in the next week or so that I'll get me wood splitter all set up, and that'll be good under the rotator.
Yeah,
That'll be
yeah,
unreal.
yeah. I'm spewing, man. At Melbourne Tractors, they had when I was there the other day. They had I think it was a 22 tonner or a 20 ton machine with like I didn't have a splitter. I had the actual saw, the one with the actual with its own saw.
Oh yeah,
Like a log cutter, so it was actually like could cut. I wanted to get a video footage of that, but we were so busy we didn't end up doing it. So I didn't even get a photo. Would have been cool to see it in action.
yeah. They are an
Um,
unreal bit of kit. There's a lot of blokes around here with those wood saws, eh?
yeah, it'd be really good. I was spewing we didn't get a chance. Maybe another time. What's Bearer saying? Tell him about the Halo, Jack. What's
Nah, we
his?
got a Nah, we got a little secret coming up with the Digga auger drive there. We'll wait until I get that sorted. But
uh,
I have been talking to your mate Anthony Weekman, and he is a true
ah,
gentleman in every sense of the word, and extremely fucking helpful.
yeah, Ant is a legend. He's definitely a legend in the industry. Always willing to help everyone, man. Yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely. Oh,
yeah. There's
good. Don't tell us that. Yeah,
not too many blokes you get that are at the tippy top of an organisation that get back to you at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night when you ask a question just because you've thought of it because you've had 5 minutes to sit down. Like,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
exceptional
No,
help.
true. He is. No, he's a true gentleman. Yeah, very good. Very, very good. Well, you know what? Let's keep that story for another time. Yeah, definitely,
Well, we'll have to because
definitely.
I haven't done it yet, and
Yeah.
I'm not blowing it
Oh,
yet until I make it work.
yeah. That's it. That's it. Oh,
Otherwise, I
good,
look
man.
like an
No,
idiot.
yeah. No, it is, and that's another good system. But like you say, we'll talk about that separately. I am conscious of the time as well. I know people have to go work tomorrow and that, so we won't go for too much longer. Is there anything else you want to add? Anything you want to add about the system or anything else?
No, I don't think so. No, yeah. Overall, it's been pretty good. Yeah, just a few little teething issues, getting a few attachments sorted, but that's neither here nor there, and sort of it's not anyone's fault. Like when you're the first one in the country doing something, how do you, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't ask anyone. You can't say, how do
Yeah.
we do this? Because no one's fucking done it.
Yeah, that's it. But they're not like deal breakers. Yeah, they're just things like you say, just little teething things like what you
Yeah, it's just,
expect
when you take a machine that you could take to any job when the phone rang, and then you pull it apart and you swap it over, and then all of a sudden there's, 5 or 6 different things you can't go and do for 4 or 5 weeks. It does get to you a little bit, but like I say, it's not directly anyone's fault. It's just, yeah, we're the first ones trying this, and once we get through it, everyone will know how to do it.
Yeah. Oh, unfortunately, you're the guinea pig. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, yeah, there's pros
Yeah.
and cons to it. At least I can say I'm the first one in the country to do it. No one else can. So,
That's it,
um,
man.
yeah,
That's
which,
it.
it's not a big thing by any means, but it's a pretty big thing for someone in such a small country area too to say that they were the first in the country to have a go at it.
Yeah. No, that's very
There's
good, man.
plenty
Very
of
good.
mobs out there with heaps more money than I've got that could have tried it and they haven't. So,
Yes, definitely. Well, you are a pioneer, the pioneer of the SQ oil. What is it?
pioneer or an idiot, one of the two. Let the
No,
fans
sure.
decide.
Let the fans decide. You'll see it in the work, man. You'll see it in your workmanship, and you'll see it in your happiness, making life in the way it makes everything easier for you. And that if you don't see it in that, then I don't know what else to say. But I reckon you'll see it in that.
No, it'd be
Um,
good. It's definitely a good thing. There's no two ways about that, and it's definitely the future. There's no arguing that. I mean, you can argue it when you're on the other side where I was with the Tiltich, 8 weeks ago, going, oh fuck, that's a lot of money. I'll never be able to pay for that. Fucking, it's no good. I can do everything I want to do with a Tiltich. I don't need that. It's good to say all that, but yeah, jump on the other side and have a crack for a month, and I bet you're not going back.
yeah, that's what everybody says. Once they go into it and get one, they'll never go back. Yeah, it was the
Yeah,
same before we got tilt hitches. It was the same thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
100%. And
Yeah,
GPS,
that's it.
I was the same on that. I was like, no, I've got string lines, I've got lasers, I've got receivers that go on me boom. Like, we're not wasting me money now. But you
Yeah,
hit that button at 7 in the morning and someone's already done all your painting and your string lines and set your laser up for you. That's what it feels like when you hit that button in the morning.
yeah, yeah.
And all it is the
Amazing.
shit that was saved in there yesterday. Like, it's unreal.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man, we've come so far, yeah, when you think about it. And it's in a short time, you know what I mean? Like, I've been in this for just over, I don't know, whatever, 13 years or whatever, something like that. But in that time, we've seen GPS, automated systems and all different attachments and tilt hitches and tilt rotators and just so much stuff's come along. Like, it's gone fast. It's gone pretty quick. Like,
Yeah.
it's gone very quick in that time, you know what I mean?
And I just think you gotta move with it a bit, otherwise you just get left behind, eh?
Yeah,
We were
definitely.
the first ones in the area to put GPS on a small digger, like anything under 20 ton in town, and now people actually ring up and ask for it. So it's definitely worth doing. Like, it
Yeah.
took a long time to get them converted, but I believe the tilt rotator will be the same.
Yeah, now it'll be the same story with that. The first one in town, and then they'll be all going, "Oh, we need that bloke. He's got that tilty
Yeah,
thing now. The thing, yeah, we'll get him." Yeah,
got Christy the wristy.
yeah, Christy the Wristy. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. No, very good, man. Very good. I appreciate you
No,
coming on and having a chat about it. It's been a while, man. I miss you, man. I miss having you on here. I think everyone loves having you on. Uh, yeah, I wish you all the best with it, man. I'm very, very sure you'll be happy
thanks,
with it.
mate.
And it'd be good to talk about it again, like in maybe a few months and see how you're going with it. And feel free to jump on and give us some more updates as you go.
No dramas, mate. Thank you.
No worries, man. Very good. All right, thank you. Thanks for joining us. I hope you have a good week.
You too, mate.
And I'll speak to you soon, man.
Too easy, mate. Don't do it too
Uh,
hard.
yeah, that's it, man. That's it. All right, I'll let you log off and then I'll say goodbye to everyone, man.
No dramas, Russ. See you later.
Have a good one, man. Take care. There you go, guys. That was Jack Healy from E&B Hire. What a legend, man. What a legend. Always been on the show from the start. Top guy, man. Tells you straight as it is. Straight shooter, I suppose that's what you call it. But good to hear that he's enjoying his new Steelwrist. And yes, it's a bit of a process. And also being the first one in the country to have that system, that particular SQ oil system, that's really good. Good on him. Good on him. And to everyone that helped him, like Bare Earth and all that, and Brett, TR Society, well done, man. Even Moba for helping him out. So very, very good. Good to see that we've got a good community where everyone helps each other, which is the whole point of all this. Very, very good. Guys, don't forget, get yourselves some merch if you want. Go to the store. So go earthworkshub.com.au. Go in the shop section. I've separated it now into merch and resources. So in the merch section, you can go and buy actual merch. And then in the resources section, you can go and purchase those templates and toolkits and stuff as well. So to help yourselves with your businesses. Join our community, become a Patreon member if you haven't done so already. Very, very worthwhile. If you want to become a partner or sponsor, some of the guys said earlier they're going to hit me up, send me a message, and we shall talk. Always looking for partners. Even if you want to become an affiliate, or even if you want to just be a partner and give discounts to our viewers, hit me up, send me some messages. What else is there? New listings on the website. List your business on the website, like I said to the other guys earlier. Subscribe, follow, share the shit out of it. Go to all our platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Patreon, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, all that stuff. Yeah, go and check it all out. Follow me on all those things, and join me on my journey, man. I'm trying to get everyone all networked and helped. Oh, Ocean's Dweller is on. I didn't know whether he joined us or not. He's saying, will this session be on Spotify? He missed most of it. Oh, no, I did. I actually did your topic tonight. How's that? Yes, it will be on Spotify. It will be on Patreon. So if you want to join the Patreon group, that'll be on this week. And then it will go out to Spotify and YouTube and Apple next week. So, if you want to see it earlier, join the Hub Club. All right. So, yeah, thank you. Moba's saying enjoy the week. He's going to AgQuip. So for anyone going to AgQuip, go out and see Moba over there. ADM saying Jack rules. and have a safe, great weekend or week. Yes, very, very good. Everyone's giving me some thumbs up. Top session. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you very much to everyone that joined. I love having you guys on here. I love being able to chat and talk to everyone. We're here every Sunday, so make sure you join us 8 p.m. every Sunday on Instagram live. And then if you join me during the week, so during the week sometimes I go live while I'm working on the machines, and people join me on those sessions. They all get posted up as well. So if you go to YouTube, you will be able to see yourself on there under the point of view, come work with me. POV, come work with me. That's what I call that section. There's a special section for that. So go and check it out, plus all the other videos. That's it. I'm out of breath. Guys, have yourselves a great week. Thank you once again for joining me. We'll see you all in the next episode. Take care.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For trucks, obviously.
On the last.
He became Steelwrist.